am locked in, ready to go. We're uploading this to YouTube today. Don't fucking worry. All right, I got to stop being so fucking lazy about uploading shit to fucking YouTube. It's terrible. But welcome to the HOT PASS Podcast. Welcome back. It's been a good time and a bad time in the NASCAR world. Boring races, absolute misery and crashes. There's kids yelling outside because the eclipse is about to happen. I got my window open so I can be able to watch it. All right, welcome to the HOT PASS Podcast. Welcome back. If it's your first time, welcome to the place where we make bags. Last couple of weeks are a little dry. We ended up profiting a little bit in the Xfinity series and a little bit in the Cup series, which is beautiful. Any sort of profit after a shitty Martinsville weekend is a good weekend, okay? So make sure to like, rate, share, subscribe to the podcast, whether it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. We're uploading it today on YouTube. So it's up, ready to go. It's Masters week as well. We're going to talk about on the Friday morning, or even today, of my picks for the Masters. We'll talk about that at the end. Let's get into Martinsville. So it was a good weekend for me, but a terrible weekend if you're a NASCAR fan, just mainly because of how shitty the races were. You know, every time we go to the Xfinity series and the truck series at Martinsville, I get really excited because they are great racing. Mainly, well, Xfinity is. Truck races are usually chaos. But then anytime we go to Martinsville for the truck race, I get really excited. And then I forget we're halfway through the race, and then stage 3 comes, and I go, oh, right. It's going to be shit, dude. We're just going to smash and crash and bang and beat and fuck off everything. And I'm annoyed by it. And then, I should have known. I always get excited. I tell you guys to get excited for the race, and then it's just lap after lap after lap of caution. And you know what's really shitty? Is we have to go back there for a playoff race the week before the championship race. Now, I've got 2 fucking pugs sitting in here overwatching me for the podcast today because I decided to, oh, look at little baby, to be able to finally let them in. They've been good so far, just laying here sunbathing, and hopefully they don't look up out at the sun and blind their eyes. The trucks, man, I mean, we've got them in Texas this coming weekend. Thank God it's a mile and a half. But the thing is I took Ty Majeski last second and went back to the well, and he's dead to me on short track, so they figure that shit out. And I'm just, I cannot say it enough that I'm not really excited for the trucks. It's last year was one of my most profitable, and this year it's just like we're not learning how to just drive our cars and not fucking wreck each other every second. Everybody's getting pissed off and smashing each other, and it's really, really starting to piss me off. Also because of a betting standpoint, right? It's hard to handicap guys that also won't move the leader out of the way. You have a guy like Christian Eckes. I'm all over the place right now, and I don't give a flying fuck. This is how this podcast works. If you want structure, and in your life, this is not the podcast for you. You want chaos and fucking my voice going crazy all the time. I forgot to fucking close the door. God damn it. So the dogs bark. They're going to lose their fucking minds. This is crazy. There's shit going on everywhere around me. And I'm so annoyed that a guy gets out front. You'll smash and beat the shit out of each other in 20th place. But when it comes to the first place guy, that Christian Eckes, if he gets out front, you're not even going to try and move him out of the way. You're just going to let him drive away. This racing makes no sense in the truck series. It's so confusing. It fucking makes me so damn mad. I wish I could be as happy as 50 Cent on social media about P. Diddy right now. I wish I could be like that. But until the trucks stop crashing each other, I cannot be this happy. I don't know if I'll ever be this happy in the truck series. It's been absolute destruction ever since the fucking Phoenix race. Okay, maybe Vegas, we hit 75-1 on Raja. Maybe it was a good race. It wasn't a bunch of crashes, a bunch of caution laps. But we got lucky. That was literally the only race it hasn't been absolute chaos. Maybe fact check me, but I'm pretty sure that's the only race this year that has not been absolute motherfucking chaos. I guess Atlanta, guys roof fucking popped open or fell off and it was a choo-choo train. But we don't want choo-choo trains either. And Texas very well could be that too. It's very hard to pass. But I'm just fucking mad, dude. I'm fucking mad. And Xfinity a little bit better this week. But then they turned into the truck series. God damn it, man. And I told you guys early last week, Sam Mayer. Then I said it on the Friday morning betting show. Wait till after practice and qualifying. Sam Mayer will be a little longer. Boom. I get him 16-1 is the best line you could have got. I got him, Very high on junior motorsports at this track. Brandon Jones, as everybody said on social media, ran out of talent. He's dead to us. Bye-bye. See you later. No more Brandon Jones bets ever. Not even on Talladega. If he goes and wins, you fucking beat me. Thank God. Michigan, he's good at too. Brandon Jones, go ahead, beat me. I'll take everybody else against you. And then Sheldon Creed. Also, hey, announcement. You guys don't follow me on Instagram at @furlongeric_ or X. Sheldon Creed is dead to us. I'm not a fan of him anymore. You have no fucking talent. You're an utter piece of shit. How many times am I going to put my money down on Sheldon Creed and he will burn it? Thank God we faded Sheldon Creed this weekend. But then when we have Sam Mayer, he has the best car late in the race. He's even beating the Toyotas, beating Eric Almirola. Also, the guys in 15th place decide to crash each other with 7 or 8 laps to go because they're a bunch of fucking idiots and should be just down. Go if you're going to do that, go drive in the truck series. Because Xfinity is supposed to be where all the talent is and everybody just decides to just stop doing that dumb shit. Wait till after the race. Beat the shit out of each other out in the pits. Stop doing it on the track. I'm shaking. I'm so fucking mad, bro. Maybe it's also because I had pre-workout, just got home from the gym and haven't been able to shower yet. Maybe that's it. I'm stanky, bro. It's really fucking annoying. I think the solar eclipse is about to happen right now, bro. Sun's getting weird. Yeah, it must be. So you're going to hear my live reaction to the solar eclipse. Maybe I'll jump out of the way and go look at the sun real quick. Yeah, it's so frustrating. And then Sheldon Creed on the restart decides to just smash his way and try and wreck his teammate. I guarantee that's what he was trying to do. Wreck his teammate, wreck Sam Mayer, and go get the win. 1,000% that was in his mind. Fuck you, dude. You have no talent. My friend Ashley True Love on Instagram sent me a social distance. I'm like, bring back social distancing. Because it was a little thing, and it was social distancing with Sheldon Creed and a championship trophy. Yeah, you fucking... Let's bring back social distancing because that's what Creed's doing. Social distancing from a championship. Because he's fucking trash, dude. You're never going to win. Go down to the truck series and race with a bunch of fucking hooligans if you're going to do what you did. This has been... I just want to be able to bring back positivity to this podcast. It's been extremely negative the last 2 weeks. Richmond was a boring race. Good for Xfinity racing. Very, very good racing, but also Toyota's just led every fucking lap and bored the shit out of us. And then this past weekend, it was just chaos and calamity. Now, we know when we're going to Martinsville, it's rubbing as racing. But I think they're taking it a little too far. They're going a little too crazy. Matt Crafton, Stuart Friesen, very good drivers in the truck series that are able to have a lot of experience being able to move guys. And all these guys, somebody said it on social media. Who was it? Or was it a cup driver? He's like, a lot of these guys see stuff they see on Sunday. Oh, who was it? It was It was an Xfinity driver. They see something on Sunday and they try and, it was Sam Mayer. It was Sam Mayer. They see something on Sunday and they think they can do it in the Xfinity series on Saturday. And I'm like, dude, those cars are indestructible on Sunday. You can do it, beat and bang the fuck out of each other. And those guys also have way more talent than you. And they can do that. And those cars aren't going to have their fronts bent in. But you go to the Xfinity series, these things are what? All made of fiberglass or whatever? Like their cars immediately just squish in. And you don't have the talent. The guys don't have the talent to be able to, bump a guy's butt just enough to slide him up the track. You saw that a lot in the Cup Series on Sunday. And that's what those cars are able to do, and that's the talent that those guys have. You don't have the talent, and we've obviously seen it now. And respects to Sam Mayer, I'm telling you guys, this weekend, I'm betting on Sam Mayer because one of these days, his luck is going to turn around and he's going to win a bunch of races this year. He has the speed. I said it. That Sam Mayer outright bet was not a bad bet. What was a bad bet was telling you guys anything about Austin Hill and telling you anything about Brandon Jones. If you guys follow me at @furlongeric_ on my social media platforms, the solar eclipse is happening. I could see it outside. If you guys follow me on social media, the last minute bets I put in, right? I always, like a little bit before, I always try and I was busy Saturday at a Stag and Doe, but I tried like a couple minutes before the race, I put in my final card and I hammered the shit out of Sam Mayer top 5. And that was almost ruined by stupid Sheldon Creed, but we hammered it and we were up 0.85 units. And I was happy. I was a happy man to be able to come out and profit because Xfinity's been very bad. So overall, Truck Series Xfinity, we're going there to Texas this weekend. It shouldn't be as bad because it's not short track racing. But yeah, very disappointed in the product that we had this weekend in both. I mean, my dad and I showed my dad his first truck race in for Martinsville, and he was really disappointed, dude. Really disappointed. He was fucking like, this sucks. All caution laps. And that, if you're trying to bring new people into the sport, that's not the way to do it. That is not the way to do it. So we got to figure out something here. You know what was great? You know what was great as a guy that hates Austin Hill, though? Fuck you, buddy. You didn't even make it. You didn't even make it out of, what? I don't even think you made it out of the first stage. I can't remember. All I know is AJ Allmendinger over Austin Hill did not hit. That was very upsetting. That was very upsetting when they both got caught up in that crash. Are you coming up here? Come on. Come on if you're coming up. But you got to stay right there, okay? Sit down. We got a pug sitting right next to us. He's going to be a good boy. You're going to be a good boy, right? Don't get me all dirty. This motherfucker will be outside, right? All the other dogs will be outside, laying around. Oh, my God, he's getting chaos. He's about to hang himself with the wires. Sit there. You should see this right now. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but he's full on his back, cock out, just whipping it out. He's a very weird pug. Okay, all right. I'm not touching you because if I touch you, you're going to go crazy. So I'm going to rest my arm on you. Is that okay? I love when liberals go, can I touch you? Hey, yo, you seen the videos of the liberals when they sit down in a barber shop and then the barber goes, can I touch you? And they go, yes, you may. I go, yo, dude, you already walked into the barber shop? You already know that they're going to touch you. There's no reason to even ask, okay? If they say no, what do? You cut with fucking magic? You cut. Harry Potter walks out from the back. Oh, we've got another one. Harry. Come here. Swish and fucking flick, and the hair is cut. Huh? What? And as we're talking about magic, the solar eclipse is happening right outside our door. Watch it get dark here, people. The kids are screaming outside. They're watching it, looking at it, probably with no sunglasses on. Or those special glasses, just blind in their eyes. They're all getting a PA day for this. It happened after school was done. What? School ends at 3 o'clock? It is now 3:15. Don't look at the sun. Anyways, swish and fucking flick, all right? That's the motto of this podcast. We're going to call it Swish and fucking flick. So then we go into the cup race on the Sunday, dude. And this is going to be a bit of a short podcast. Hey, fuck off, dude. You're doing what you're not supposed to be doing. You're flipping and flopping around next to me. This is the thing about having these dogs in here trying to make a podcast. He's breathing heavy. And he's flip-flopping around because he's a weird pug. Anyways. The Sunday race was absolute disappointment, sadness, lame, boring. I don't really have much to say about it. You could not fucking pass. Can I ask you guys one thing and then tweet at me or post or DM me on Instagram? What the fuck was going on with Ryan Blaney taking 2 tires and being able to pass people that took 4 tires in stage 3. What the fuck is that? That doesn't make any sense. I lost head-to-heads because of that. What if even... Like, that doesn't make any sense. He was in traffic, too. Literally makes no sense. I'm so confused by it. Full-on solar eclipse going on right now. It makes no sense, dude. I'm sitting there like, dude, this is such a bad thing, Goodyear. Whatever you're doing with these tires, stop it. Make the softest tire fucking possible. Please, for the love of God. I'm trying to buy tires, summer tires for my car. Maybe I should buy Goodyear because they don't fall apart. Dude, Joey Logano had little flaps coming off of his tires after driving 170 laps on his 2 left tire or his 2 right tires. Bro. Yeah, his 2 left tires? His 2 left tires went 170 laps or some shit, whatever it is. And little flaps came up. That was it. Little flaps of rubber. That's it. Bro. What? Charlie. Settle down. Settle down. Oi. That's it? I want to see cording. I want to see the tires exploding like at Bristol, dude. Because, fuck. You know what? Now that I'm looking back at it, a couple of weeks ago I said at Bristol, I didn't really like the race because of that. But, you know what? Bring it back. Fuck it. I'd rather bet on absolute fucking chaos at Bristol rather than boring, ring around the fucking rosy, dude. I actually almost fell asleep. And I never fall asleep for any races. I almost fell asleep during that race. The girlfriend was sitting across from me in a seat behind the camera right now and fell asleep. Mainly, yes, I'll have to admit, she usually does fall asleep. She wakes up for the end of the race. She didn't even wake up for the end of the race of this one. She goes, this is over. This is over. Whoever gets the lead in the final after the final pits is going to win. Well, wasn't she right? Now, it's a boring race. Shit, dog poop. Thank God we're going to thank God. I can't say thank God we're going to Texas because that race has been terrible for years. But luckily, it's 1.5 miles. And we could see, as I'm wearing a 2311 hat, also wearing another Dale Senior. I feel like I didn't even mean to do this. I got the Dale Senior, 1,000 or 700 horses, shirt. Okay, horses, Texas. Boom. Who would have thought? Starting off the week right on a Monday. We're going to the 1.5 miles. It's been our best. So hopefully we get a better race, right? So let's pray to God that we get a good race at Texas. But can we all talk about how suspicious it is that all the Hendrick cars just decided to show up? The only thing is Alex Bowman didn't go 4th. People were saying he's trash. I don't think he's trash. He's better than you, isn't he? He's better than you. Are we all better than a David Starr? Yeah, dude. I could hop in the car and drive faster than that fucking guy. What the fuck was that? I think we were within 20 laps of the race. He was already down 3 laps. What? Why do they have a charter to be able to fucking come and race? It doesn't make any sense. So, it's very questionable. Oh, just so happens. I understand Hendrick's been very good here. But it just so happens on the 40th anniversary, they run 1, 2, 3 in the finish. First time ever. Now, I'm a Chase Elliott fan. Chase Elliott's back. I just want to let everybody know the speed's back. Expect a win coming soon. Put your money on him. I had 18-1. God, I was sweating my ass cheeks on the final restart. Hoping to God, just wreck William Byron. Wreck your teammate. I don't give a fuck. Dude, it's been over a year. Let's win a race. 18-1. Start putting your money on him now. Now, do I know his stats at Texas? No, but let me try and pull him up here. Racing reference. Now, if you guys always wonder where I get my stats at, I go to just racing reference on Google. And that's where I usually get them. Let's just type in Chase here. Not motherfucking Chase Briscoe. Chase Elliott. That's what I call him. He's a Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott. The dog's looking at me like, yo, stop what you're doing. Stop right now. Thank you very much. He's fucking retarded. Ran out of lyrics. And the next gen Chase has not been that good at Texas yet. We do go here once a year. So, it's hard to tell. But in 2022, he did start 6th, ends up 32nd because of a crash. He did start 29th last year, the weekend after. Was it the weekend after? I don't know what the Cup schedule was last year, but it was either I think it would have been the week after Martinsville. He was in we went to Texas. I'm just going to say that just because of the schedule this year. Started 29th, finished 11th. So, I'm saying it now. Get the Chase Elliott bets in. I'm back on it. I'm betting every week. It's like what we used to do in Xfinity. We used to bet every week on Sheldon Creed. Fucking dead. Let me burn my money back over at Chase Elliott again. Because that motherfucker's getting a win. And people are like, I saw a guy post, I'm willing to miss out on Sheldon Creed's first win, Brad Keselowski's first win, and Chase Elliott's win. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it was. Or no, it was Ty Gibbs' first win, Chase Elliott and Brad Keselowski, all their wins, right? And I'm like, no. I want to hit on that Chase Elliott. I want to hit on that Ty Gibbs. So we're back to the well with Chase Elliott. Before the podcast was made, I was betting on Chase Elliott last year. We all were. And then at one point, we all just said it's dead. It's back. He's got, back-to-back top 5 finishes. Bristol did well. I think he had either a winning car or definitely it was 1,000% top 5. I can't remember if he had a top 5 car there. Where else did we race before this? Phoenix had a half decently fast car, but, fell back. I think he's fucking back. I'm just saying it. Maybe I'm wrong. And maybe I'm just burning money away. But I can tell you one thing right now. I'd rather put my money in Chase Elliott than Sheldon Creed, who's got more fucking talent at this point. And maybe that's a toss-up question at this point. But Chase Elliott almost won last week in Martinsville. Didn't I say it? We're very close. So that's been the Martinsville recap. Didn't give you much about the race other than me complaining. And this is not a negativity podcast. This is a positivity podcast. This is a positivity about NASCAR. Bring NASCAR to Canada. Go to your first race. Enjoy some beer with some friends. Now, if y'all didn't know just yet, we're down in Talladega next weekend, baby. Not this coming weekend. The weekend after. Now, do I pray? Am I a praying man? Am I a praying mantis? Oh, bad joke. Crazy fucking psychopath dude. Yeah, I have a face tattoo. Psychopath dude. But we're going down there. And am I a praying man? No. But today, maybe it's not the place to be praying, but when I was in the middle of taking a shit, when I was in the middle of taking a poop today, I was looking at, you have your phone in there and you're taking a poo. If you don't bring your phone in to take a poo, who the hell are you? Huh? What do you do? Tell me what you do. Tweet at me. Post at me, as Elon Musk would say. Post at me. And let me know. Because if you do not bring your phone in, you're a fucking psychopath. I was looking at Talladega weather. And it's been a lot of rain this coming week in Talladega. Week after, maybe a little rain early on in the week. And now they're saying back and forth rain for that weekend. I know it's a while away. We still got 13 days to the race. But I said a prayer. And I never pray. And I'm not a religious man, but I will do anything to have beautiful weather down there. And they're saying, dude, Canadian, I'm Canadian. I don't know what it is in Celsius. I'm assuming it's in the 90s. But it's in the 90s, it's saying. And for Canadians and anybody else in the world that's listening, 27 degrees Celsius down in Talladega on the... Let me pull up the date, boy. Let me be pulling up the dates. 19th, the 20th, and the 21st. Now, we're going to be down there traveling down from Canada. It's a 14-hour drive. We're going to be driving down, leaving the Wednesday morning, down to Tennessee on the 17th. The 17th, we're going to be leaving on the Wednesday and driving down 8 hours, 9 hours or so down to Tennessee, the most southern point of Tennessee, staying there for the night, and then driving down the rest of the day, about 5 hours or so. Hey, yo, dog. Zola. Back it up. Interrupting the podcast. We're going to be driving down the last 5 hours down to Talladega to our Airbnb. We're about 20 minutes north, 30 minutes or so actually, north east of the track, at an Airbnb. Just because, we're driving that far down. I don't really want to be camping in a tent all day or all week. So it's very expensive also to rent a trailer. So we're going to be driving down there. So if you guys are going to be at the race, let me know. DM me at @furlongeric_ on X or Instagram, or just, tweet at me or whatever on X, and let me know if you guys are going to be there. We'll meet up. I'm going to be doing a podcast down there, either at the Airbnb or at the track. Hopefully get some video clips and pop it up on YouTube at some point of us down at Talladega. So let's pray for really good weather. We've had, other than Richmond, we've had really good weather so far for NASCAR. Last year was horrendous. So let's keep on the good weather. Come on, Lord and Savior, to be able to keep a good weather down in the heart of the South. So I'm very excited for that race. Let's get through Texas. Hopefully let's profit as well in the races. Now, let's get to the early picks before I close out the podcast here. Early picks for trucks. I just rewatched a little bit of the truck race from last year. Nick Sanchez led pretty much almost every lap and then got clipped by Zane Smith, Crash, and Carson Hocevar won. Now, do I remember this race? Yes, because we cashed big on Carson Hocevar. So, I think it was his first win in the Truck Series. And the rest of the year was amazing for him, other than the championship race. So, Nick Sanchez, 1,000%. I understand Kyle Busch is back. But we saw last week with that number 7 truck, I understand Sammy Smith is not Kyle Busch. But we also saw in the Bristol race that Christian Eckes was better and Matt Crafton was there. So, I'm going to give you my early picks. 1, Nick Sanchez. 2, I don't know Taylor Gray's history here, but if he opens at a decent price, I feel like it's not going to be a long shot. So he might open up at like a 12 or a 13, maybe a 15-1. Because Kyle Busch being in the field, so we might get better odds. A Taylor Gray. Now let me give you my long shots. We're going to go into depth. I just want to give it to you guys now, okay? Because the Friday morning betting show comes out on Friday and the race is 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. So I want you guys to hear it now. Dean Thompson was very good there last year. He finished 3rd at a 1.5-mile track last year, which was Charlotte. He crashes a lot. But I'm saying, Dean Thompson has a top 5 long shot. I like that, okay? This is me helping you guys here, so I don't ever do this. Stuart Friesen, long shot, probably top 5 as well. But he's got good history here, dude. Also to win. Okay. Matt Crafton as well. Yes. Matt Crafton has a half decent history here as well. So those are the early picks. Nick Sanchez, Taylor Gray, like crazy long shots. Okay. And those are the plays. I'm not giving you anything else. Xfinity. We're going to the well, Sam Mayer. What a shocker now. Sam Mayer. Anybody else? Haven't watched back the Xfinity race, but I'm just telling you right now, Sam Mayer will be on my card in some sort of way. Okay. Maybe Riley Herbst. Okay. And then Cup, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace. Boom. Now, am I biased? I do have Bubba Wallace signed stuff there. Ross Chastain stuff. We'll see what Ross Chastain has. Big Chevy guy. I'm a big Chevy guy. Mainly big 2311 guy. Got the hat on. You already know. So maybe a little bias. But Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace has to be a play. All in. All in. Okay? those are the early plays. This has been the Hot Pass Podcast. I love you guys. Thank you for liking, rating, and sharing the podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and make sure to rate the podcast, all right? And let's go to Texas and make a bag this coming weekend. Let's keep the good momentum coming, all right? Let's get back into some normal racing, some 1.5 mile racing, okay? So make sure to listen to the Friday morning betting show this coming Friday. The trucks and Xfinity picks, the whole betting card is always exclusive to the Friday morning betting show. And subscribe to the Action Network. The link is in the bio of the YouTube, my X and Instagram, @furlongeric_, and Hot Pass Podcast on YouTube. And make sure that you guys check that out and follow and subscribe on my Action Network to see all my early cup picks because they're always there. Also, Masters, I forgot to mention this real quick. Masters, I'm from the area of where Corey Connors is from in Canada. I'm taking the Canadians, Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin, Sahith Theegala and Colin Morikawa. Those are my picks right now, just for fun. So those are those picks because the Friday morning betting show, they'll already be a day and a half by the time it comes out. So those are the picks of the Masters. Sorry to toss that in there. So yes, make sure to like, rate, share, and subscribe to the podcast. If you haven't done it already, go do that. It helps out the podcast immensely. And thank you guys for all the love and support and all the new listeners. You guys are great. Sorry for having this one up late. Let's go make a bag this weekend. Let's go ride in Texas, baby. And then the weekend after, we're going to the motherfucking South, Talladega. So I love you guys. Let's have a great week. Enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the eclipse, okay? I love you guys. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.